Big can.
The first thing I ever drank, ever in high school, was because I didn't get started like Woody in middle school. I drank in high school though, and it was Bacardi 151, and Bacardi 151. It's 151 proof. So what you're drinking right now, Woody, is
80 proof.
80 proof.
Yeah, so you double.
But I had no experience with alcohol, and so my friend's older brother, who was back from like college, like he was like 8 years older than us or whatever, he was like, "Yeah, you guys can do whatever you want. I don't give a shit. Just don't bother me." And I was like, "Do you have like stuff to drink? Like we're gonna have a bunch of people over then if you're just setting up invitations." And he was like, "Yeah, I got like a bottle of rum in my closet." He's like, "You good with that?" And I'm like, "Sure." I'm a kid. I have no idea.
I will say everything.
And I'm like, yeah. And so I went back there and took like a couple pretty big guzzles of it. And because I had no point of reference, I'm like, man, alcohol's bad. I feel hot. Oh, and I was, within 15 minutes, like I started to feel it, and I was feeling good. And I was like, I want this to continue. I'm going to go back in that closet and drink some more of that Bacardi 151. Yes. I got fucking shithoused on it. And I was so drunk. I was just like, okay, but now I'm just going to switch it to beer because I don't want to get too drunk. Anyone else could have been like, you're already gone, dude. Like, you've taken like 5 pulls of 151 and you're a kid. That was a horrible first drinking memory. I also was appreciating how cool the slate tile was that evening.
I've told this story before, but I don't know if everyone knows it. I was in 7th grade, so I was either 12 or 13 years old. And in Ocean City in the wintertime, because it's a resort town.
Maryland or
New Jersey. Yeah. I'll make up a number. 75% of the houses are empty, something like that. And being complete assholes, we just considered the empty houses to be ours as well. So we broke into them and stole their alcohol, and we would bring girls with us and try to get them to do things. Yeah. And we did some shit, but I didn't get laid or anything, not at 12. But that's what we would do. We would go into these homes, we would steal their alcohol, and as far as what we drank, I don't know. We called it a kamikaze, which I've later learned is an actual drink. But I thought a kamikaze was when you took a little bit of every drink so they wouldn't notice it was missing.
It's an Irish
Michael
garbage
Scott.
bag.
I call it a little bit of everything.
That's what we drank.
Jungle juice.
That was the worst. We would do that at my friend's place because his parents, this is also in high school, where they had an awesome liquor cabinet. But of course, you can't grab one bottle and guzzle it down. He'll be like, "Where's my Maker's Mark?"
No,
maybe you drank the entire thing and forgot. I don't know. So you just have like a giant juice glass where you'd take like a little third of a shot from everything, and it was vile.
It was
truly
It
tasted like death.
It doesn't always
But as a kid,
right.
you're like, I'm just trying to get fucked. I'm just trying to get fucked up.
Here's the thing. I lived so far away from all the people in high school, 45 minutes away, that I never got invited out to the parties. Or when I did, I was like, well, how do I don't know people well enough at school that I could lie and be like, Mom, I'm going to Jay's house, but I wasn't going to Jay's house. So one night, my friend locally was like, hey, man, your parents don't drink a lot. My parents don't drink a lot. But what if we combined our resources? Let's skim off the top. And my parents are gone. You come over for a sleepover.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom will be fine. We'll play Halo all night. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. So I got a plastic water bottle. And it was not even halfway full of just a myriad of disgusting shit. And that was the first time. I think I was 16. I was like, we watched infomercials and my friend was like, dude, shaking your head is so heavy. I was like, okay. He's like, no, you gotta try it. It's really heavy. It's about it. That's all the fun we had. I was like, yeah, infomercials were pretty cool. We were too drunk to play Halo.
So you only got drunk enough to not appreciate it?
Yeah.
Drunk enough to not play the game you were there for.
I was just like, this isn't that great. And then I didn't go back until literally college. And then I was like, oh, never mind.
That's
funny.
What
I don't understand why kids. I don't understand why kids don't make their own liquor. Now I know why I didn't. I didn't know how.
Kidding? You know how hard it is to distill stuff.
It's so fucking easy that it's criminal. It literally it's sugar.
If you're a child doing it, it is. Yeah.
It's sugar, juice, hot water, and yeast, right?
And
you just put it in a bucket.
In a dark bucket. But the problem is you have to put it. You have to make it. Like when your dad comes out and you're just like, oh, it's a science project. Like,
yeah, he wouldn't know. Put it in your closet, put it under your bed, whatever. And the longer you wait, stronger it gets. You can make some wine grade stuff.
So much easier to play Hey Mister and get a guy to go buy you alcohol.
I want to tell
Oh yeah, my friends have all played the Hey Mister. The first time I got caught drinking and was going to get in trouble for it, I left my phone like playing music or something like that, and I got a text, and my mom checked it because it was playing music for like outside of the pool where my friends and I were, and because people were still coming over, and so she checked it and she came out and she was like, "Taylor, get up here!" And I was like, "Oh, something's awry." And so I went up there and was like, what's up? And she's like, "You want to explain this to me?" And my friend had texted me like, "I'm on the way. I didn't forget to bring shot glasses this time, haha," or whatever. And I was like, "I don't know. We were only going to drink a little bit." And she's like, "You tell all of your friends to go home right now." And so I had to tell my friends to go and like just sit in my room for a while and wait. And then my parents, my dad got home. They were going to give me a little talk. And it was like, they got home and they said, "We're going to talk to you about this tomorrow. We're going to talk about, to ourselves, a little parental communal meeting over this. And then we'll talk to you about it tomorrow." And I was like, "All right, well, I guess I'll just sweat this out and hope I'm not in too much trouble. I'll be going to college in like a year, I guess. So it's not too bad. They can't really get me." The next day, some things were, came to understanding between my parents, and it became clear that they were going to, they came down and they were going to talk to me about it. But the news they gave me instead was, "We're getting a divorce."
Well, you were out of the hot seat.
And so I didn't get in a lick of trouble. I was like, "Well, I'm going to my friend's house then." And they were like I should have just, I was like, "Well, now I need some booze." It wasn't like this had been a long time coming. It wasn't like a huge shock, but it was almost like a macabre feeling of like, man, that kind of sucks, but somebody is going to get to do whatever they want until college,
Oh, no.
Anyway.
So my purpose for
that second